Schedule for the Mavericks. On Wednesday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Jaren Jackson and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And that game against Milwaukee, it's one that I'm excited for. A couple of teams that play exciting basketball meeting up early in the season.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Sliding into the wing positions will be Thompson and Flagg. MP out there with the... And it's Irving in at the 1 spot. And for the Rockets, they'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Russell Westbrook out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Yeah, just a few games in the book thus far. So, Greg, what are you looking for at this stage of the season?
Well, I like to see which teams get off to a hot start and who's struggling out of the gate. What can those teams do to improve?
No good from Lee. Last game for Houston, they pick up the win against the Celtics. Pass to Westbrook. Driving in, out to the wing. Gafford with the steal. Now Thompson launches a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Smith right side. Gafford with the steal. Pass to MP. Now Flagg, covered by Smith. Back to MP. And MP throws it down.
Oh, the defense is making it too easy for NP. When you let him get this close, he will finish it all night long.
Richard, we know that anytime Alperen Şengün steps on the floor, he's a triple-double threat.
Yeah, he's one of the tallest players to ever have multiple triple-doubles. Şengün is such a great passer, it adds another dimension to their offense.
And here are the Rockets. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. I asked him what his defense can do to nullify Kyrie Irving. And he said there's not much you can do against Kyrie. He's got a counter for everything you throw at him. He makes insanely difficult shots. We just have to make things hard on him and trust our help defense. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Here's Thompson following the score by Dallas. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Lee, a screen on Westbrook. Pass to Flagg. And here is Gafford. Here's Thompson. 5 to shoot. To the inside. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. Coming off a terrific season, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And as you said, one of the more efficient scorers in the league last season. He showed great shot selection, terrific efficiency, and more often than not, he got it in there. Now here's Durant, coming off 31 points last game. Shot by Easton, no good. On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Westbrook, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. And Van Vliet comes in for Russell Westbrook. 1:51 left in the first quarter. Back to Thompson. Pass to Irving. Jacks up a 3. Drills the three-pointer.
A capable shooter from distance. Give Kyrie space to fire, and he does not pass it up.
And, Greg, we saw some turnover this summer on the Mavs training staff.
Yes, some talk of internal disagreements in that department. The importance of great teamwork in this league, not just limited to the players in the locker room.
Now, here's Thompson. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Pass to Eason. No good on the 3. Mavericks leading by 3. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Eason. To the middle. Houston moving it around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting them with all of these misses.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The shot-making ability of Durant is what makes...
The timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Here's Van Vliet. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Outside Holiday. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Russell against Van Vliet. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
A true leader on the floor. Van Vliet knows how to run an offense very efficiently.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, hard to find a more respected vet in this league than point guard Fred VanVleet. The heady vet will now also guide the Players Union in his new role of president, replacing C.J. McCollum. As a guy who went from being undrafted to an all-star to signing a max contract, he can certainly relate to most every player in the league.
He has come a long way. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Alperen Şengün out there with Tari Eason. And it's Van Vliet into the point guard. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And Russell gets it to go.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here. Only 1 of 5 this quarter.
Van Vliet outside. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Şengün with a wide open look. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Washington. Here's Lee. What a move. MP.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, guys. Kevin Durant talked about the key to his longevity. And he said just being enthusiastic about the game every day and wanting to get better, that forces you to get in the gym. What you do the most is what you're going to be best at. And if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's how I look at it. Back to you.
The love for the game. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Now here's Van Vliet following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Russell against Van Vliet. Russell passes to Lee. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got his 5th rebound in this one. Durant kicks to Thompson. 1:05 left in the first half. Banked in off the glass. Thompson's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Houston making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Jabari Smith comes in for Tari Eason. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And then for Dallas, Daniel Gafford comes in for Washington. And it's Klay Thompson in for D'Angelo Russell.
An absolute master close to the rim. He has literally every finish possible. Kyrie has such a strong sense for how to score around that basket.
And a wide open look for Flag. Offensive rebound. MP gets the job done inside.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Here's KD. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Unloads. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Greetings, everybody. Before
taking a look here at the Rockets, they've played below average basketball coming out the gates. They were hoping for more. They were talking a good game in the preseason, but they have not backed it up like you never back it.
Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Rockets.
Well, you can't speed them up.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Alperen Sengun has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Irving and Thompson are the guard set. Flag is out there with Lee, and it's Gafford in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, Richard, it's definitely become a shooter's league. The ability to knock down threes now becoming pivotal.
Oh, I think it's fascinating to see the skills evolve and the game change. Even if, as someone who was a shooter later in his career, I feel a little bit left out.
Irving dishes to MP. Here's Flag. Defended by Durant. Thompson for 3. Thompson with the 3.
And this is Thompson's shot, one of the most gifted outside shooters the NBA, the world has ever seen.
Durant wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Here's Lee outside. Sengun with the rebound.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Here's Thompson. Rockets with the rebound. Sengun's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Basket counts. And the Rockets lead by 7.
Yeah, that kind of defense is not going to stop Smith. He's excellent at taking advantage of your mistakes. Looking now at some numbers for Irving. Last season, he played outstanding. Put up about 24 points per, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And to have a player who can fill it up like him coming in off the bench, what an asset.
He's crucial to the success of their second unit because he can keep that offense rolling.
Greg, you look at Alperen Sengun. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Outside Durant. Smith sets the pick for KD. And it's off from 3-point range.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you've got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Nice shot by Smith.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
Gafford with the steal. It's tipped. Pass to MP. And Lee with the stuff.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Houston making a switch here. Eason's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Kyrie Irving. For 3, Durant. Durant drains it from distance.
So fluid pulling out the shoot. Durant's range is one of the biggest strengths of his game.
Lee passes to Gafford. 1:33 left here in the third quarter. And it's Russell missing. Houston leading by 8. Outside Westbrook. Thompson sets the pick for Westbrook. Back to Thompson. Outside for Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Over flag. KD with the bucket. KD's got 7 points in the game.
Just too much to handle. Durant not fazed by the bump.
1:05 left in the third. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Back to you.
You know, they've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. Good work there as it goes. 12 points for him.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And stolen by Şengün. Here's the 3. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by MP. And Thompson gets the lead. To the wing on the left. Stolen by Thompson. Down low. Outside for Durant. Hands it from downtown. Durant's got the lead up to 13 now for Houston.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so
about little Marvel too. And listen, I'm having my baby. Well, we can baby too. The hand colors on his bone. Listen, baby. Mother's not done. Mother loves you. Listen. Once upon a time, there was a magical princess who lived in a magical bubble under the sea. And she was your man.
Where says stop screaming. Okay.
His name is Abdul Jamal Lewis Jones. He healthy. His mother loved him. Would have been hard for the man. Where's home?
He was shot by my house here. The time that I do stuff like this, with that nasty mystery and stuff like that.
You bring me something? I don't like food. I like the dog.
First of all, I don't need the dog. And second of all, you don't need to eat the dog either. It's not healthy.
I like the dog. We all like the dog, right? We like not like food. We all like here. I don't like the dog. I want some of that organic shit like that.
Well, I tell you what, when you get up out of here, go to all your little friends, you all your dollars, you get as much dollars as you want right now. You'll take care of your health.
Are you a doctor?
Am I a doctor?
Yes.
I am a medicine student. Oh, that's funny. You never seen a male nurse? Well, I am a male nurse. I am Nurse John Fadden.
So we took in the room and she like popped the baby out. You was all up in the shit. Wait, let me nasty. How was it? Was it screaming? It hurt. How
What's wrong? No, I gotta go. No, that's all right. That's all right. Good afternoon, ladies.
Dear Ms. Rain, all the years I sit in class, I never learned. Now I got a baby again by my father. I wish I had a boyfriend like other girls. Then I feel right when I have to quit school. I love my baby, but I want school too. Social worker asked me if I want to give little mama an answers up for adoption. I could kill her. She never helped before. Now she want to take my kids away? If she take out me, I won't have nothing anymore.
You're precious. I think your first responsibility has to be yourself. If you keep acting, you might have nothing. You're learning to read and write, that's everything. You come back to school and get out of hospital. Only 17.
This is like a big ass condo.
I'm bored, want to leave. Nasty ass now. What's the going hang in the kitchen like that? With the baby. Probably the last time you ever seen it.
Grandma was on visit and said when the dog would drop the baby on the phone.
Not even dog.
Say later, not even a dog.
Ain't nothing like your mother. Where was your grandmother when her father was abusing you? Where is little Mongo now? What is going to be the best thing for you in this situation?
The rain asking me questions. You have to wish I could stop breathing. I just want to be a good mother.
Being a good mother might mean letting a fool be raised by someone who's better able than you to meet his needs.
Ms. Rain, I is best to meet my child's needs.
Who's going to help you? How will you support yourself? How will you keep learning to read and write?
Welfare help mama.
You can see how much welfare has helped your mom. You could get your GED, go to college, and do anything precious.
Who's that? What's his name?
Can I hold it? Good question. Yeah. There's a baby. Boy, where you been all this time? Let me see. Can I hold it? You know, check his day. I mean, I'll do it.
Here. Yes, you can. Come here. You got a hug. You want to stand there and slow dance? You bitch. You fucking bitch.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy.
Some changes. Smith checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Messed up.
Amen Thompson comes in for Jari Eason. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. MP's checked in for Derek Lively. Daniel Gafford comes in for P.J. Washington. Flagg is checked in for Marshall. And it's Klay Thompson in for D'Angelo Russell. Smith sets the pick for Thompson. Clock at 6. Now Şengün. Another chance. Yeah, that goes in.
He can do it all on the court. Şengün putting together one heck of a performance.
Mavericks trail by 17. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. The perimeter.